What's going on, guys? Corey from Yota Expedition here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. So we have our 2022 4Runner on the lift here. We're going to be swapping out the standard skid plate. This is a two-piece. One part is metal, the second piece up front is plastic. We're going to be swapping this out with the TRD option skid plate. So the first thing you're going to want to take off is this plastic shield up front. It's going to be 5 10mm bolts, and you're going to have one clip in the center. We already have mostly everything out. We just have one bolt to take off yet. And after you remove that, you can remove the skid plate. It's going to be 4 12mm bolts. And once you take those out, this should drop down. So make sure you put maybe a jack or something under it so it doesn't fall on you in the process. Once you get the 4 bolts removed, there's 2 hooks that hook into the front of the vehicle that hold it in place so it doesn't fall. You just have to pull those out. All right, so we have the standard skid plate here next to the TRD one. You can see the sides of the skid plate are a little bit longer, so you have some more protection on the side. Still keeps the jack point, but you can see on the front of this TRD skid plate, you have about 5 or 6 more inches of protection versus this plastic shield. So this is a direct bolt-on to the 4Runner. So we're gonna go ahead, get the hardware installed and get this put on. All right, so we're gonna install the bolts here from the top. The aluminum spacers are gonna go in from the bottom, and then this is going to go on after that to hold this in place. So while you install it in the vehicle, it doesn't fall off. So I'm just using a 12mm socket and a hammer to knock down this locking washer. It's a little tough to do it by hand, so. All right, so after you have the bolts installed with the spacers, those are going to sit right here inside the frame. So this is a little bit heavier than the last skid plate. It might be a little harder to lift up. Extra person might be handy. All right, so we got the TRD skid plate mounted. Super simple install with just 4 bolts, and now it looks way better. The silver stands out much more than the factory black one, and we have TRD there in red, which is nice. Still utilizes the factory jack point, and overall nice upgrade. All right, so hopefully this helped you guys if you're deciding on swapping your OEM skid plate to a TRD one. If you're interested in one of these, they're available on YotaExpedition.com. Thanks for watching.